everybody. Happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is part 2 of our creative writing class that we like to call Picture This. What is Picture This? Picture this is when I give you an image, a picture, a photograph, a painting, whatever it is, some thought-provoking image, and your job or your participation is that you have to write a chorus based on the image that I give you. And why do we do this? Well, God, there's a lot of reasons. One of the best reasons for me is it just sets off your imagination. You know, if you stare at an image long enough and you really get lost in it, you subliminally almost participate in it, you know? And, you know, you can study the picture and just look at everything that's in there and then let your imagination take you where it wants to take you. Just sit down and enjoy the ride in a way. You know, that's what I do sometimes. I'll stare at the photograph that I give you guys and I'll get so lost in it because I'm in a daydream that I don't realize it. I'm riffing out in my daydream. And when I come back to here in the reality, I have some ideas now for a song and an idea. One of the best ways to do this is when you're looking at the photograph, take your trusty pad of paper or whatever you do in your computer. If you have Word document or whatever, use that. If you just got an old sketch pad and pen and paper, or you can even dictate. A lot of phones now have a microphone where you do speech to text. You talk right in your phone. It starts writing everything down that you're saying. And you can keep notes that way. I do that all the time as well. And the other reason why we do this is it's such a great tool for creativity, to jumpstart your creativity. I tell you guys this every time, and this is the best example I have, really. You're tired, or you're not feeling that creative. You know, we're not machines, you know. We don't always just turn on and suddenly we're producing tons of jaw-dropping content of songwriting, you know. You could be doing mundane crap around your house, like sweeping your kitchen floor, and you know, all of a sudden you get like an inspiration for a song, but you need that inspiration whenever you can just snap your fingers for it. Like if I have a session tonight with somebody and I don't feel that good, or my shoulder hurts, or, you know, I got a little stomach bug or something, and I'm not really focused on my creativity. So these are all little tricks to get you sort of primed up for being creative. These are ways to get your mind in the right headspace you need for creativity. Everything can set you off, and everything around you really can be an influence if you understand what you're looking for, or sometimes just be open, you know? I get songs sometimes from like listening to someone's conversation in a restaurant, between waitresses talking about somebody that's not there, and, you know, or, you know, I mean, just, there's songs in everyday, mundane kind of everyday things. You just got to know how to find them. And sometimes songs, especially in this instance with you know, a photograph, looking at a photograph, and, you know, what you're doing, you know, a photograph is a still in, you know, in time. It's frozen in time. We don't know what happened before the picture, or even seconds after the picture, and even, you know, minutes after the picture was taken. There's a, you know, we can only guess. And so, you know, every week when I give you guys these images, some of you guys have been coming up with some incredible stuff for just content, just incredible content. Your imaginations are firing on all cylinders. Let me just say that. And So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the image that I'm writing from. And I'm going to do that in 1 minute. But before that, I just want to say, there's really no rules to these exercises, but the only real rule is it's got to rhyme and it's got to make sense. It's got to tell a story. Just like in the ghostwriting class. You can't use the same words as the real song, but at the same time, they got to rhyme, and your story's got to, the average listener's got to understand what your story's about based on the lyrics, okay? So those are the only kind of stipulations, if you could call it that. So it's got to rhyme, and it's got to make sense. Okay, so I'm going to show you the photograph now. So let me go to the photograph. So here it is. I really want you guys to study this picture right now. Study it. Really look at it. Look at everything in that photograph. All right, and we're back. All right, so you saw the guy. He's a guy sitting on a ledge. He's way up high, right? He's really high up. Dangerously high, there's so many ways that this picture could say something to you guys. It said a lot to me. Yeah, just there was a lot of information without saying anything in that picture. There's a lot of information, but I wanted to make something that almost could look tragic, but I wanted to spin it in almost a positive, not a positive way, but of course we're writing songs. So I like, relating to love in music because a lot of people can relate to love songs. And the more people I can reach, I think the better I've done my job, The job as a songwriter is to touch as many people emotionally as you can without ever physically meeting them. It's so amazing when you're playing live on stage and you're seeing people in the audience singing your lyrics that you wrote in your living room. And now they're in front of you singing those lyrics. Like they know your lyrics. It's such a turn on. It's so amazing when it's such a rush when you see people singing the words that you wrote. With your guitar in your bedroom or in your living room, a year ago. And now they're singing your song. It's so cool. But, I looked at that picture and studied it, and I wanted it to be, whimsical in a way. So this is what I wrote for it, okay? So I'm going to read you my lyrics and what I wrote for it. I wrote, "'Cause it's a long way down. You help me just to watch me fall. Did you ever care at all? 'Cause it's a long way down. You made me feel so high. And then you said goodbye. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. It's a long way down." So I repeat that. So yeah, that's what I wrote for this. Okay. There's so many ways that, how you go is entirely up to you. And like I said, there's no rules. If that picture makes you think of something, whatever it makes you think or feel, then that's the right way to go. It could be about whatever. I mean, you're the boss. These are, I said the only rules are it's got to rhyme and it's got to tell a story. That's it. Everything else is on you. You make it go where you want it to go. This is your world, your universe. You're telling the story. I'm not. I told the story in my lyrics. So I want you to tell your story in your lyrics based on that photograph. All right, guys, that is all the time that we have for tonight. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey signing off. I love you guys. I miss you. Be safe. And I can't wait to see what you wrote from this picture. And we'll talk about it live in the Zoom class. All right, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Peace, be well, and I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to write a melody for this thing. I'll see you tomorrow.